in this weekend edition of the vlog, I'm going to be talking about the time I got stuck in Puerto Rico. Now, first of all, I cannot drive. I'm just in the car because it's like the best place I can find to talk to the camera. I didn't know what to shoot for this weekend's vlog, so I just figured I would do a story time episode, so let's get right into this. Last summer, I went to San Juan, Puerto Rico, down in the Caribbean, and while we were there, we did different stuff, as in going to the rainforest one day. The El Yunque, I think that's how you pronounce it. The, let's see how Translate puts it. This is in English.
El Yunque.
The El Yunque rainforest, so that's where we went to. It's big mountain ranges on the island, and then yeah, just a tropical rainforest. Also keep in mind, since this was summer of 2017, I think this was in July, so this was before that big hurricane hit. I think that was last August or September, but this was like a month or two before that. So we did not rent a car, we took Uber everywhere. So we took the Uber to the rainforest, which is about 45 minutes to maybe an hour away, and we were dropped off at the bottom of the mountain. And it was kind of a gated area, so it was a private road to go up to the mountain in the rainforest and all the activities up there. However, since it was a private road, Uber did not take us all the way to the top. We were just stuck at the bottom by the welcome center. Therefore, since we did not have a car, we basically had to hitchhike to get up to the top of the mountain, where there was waterfalls and hiking trails and a historic, even there's like this historic tower. Anyways, we were stranded at the bottom. After my mom talking to the tour guide, well, not really a tour guide, but to kind of just a guide at the welcome center who was just there at the desk, our only choice was to basically ask people for a ride up the mountain. So after my mom did a great job of talking to some tourists, a Puerto Rican lady, let us go up in her Jeep to the top of the first tower, which is right here. This is actually the top of the tower in the rainforest. But we basically got in her Jeep and went up the hill. It was about maybe a mile up the mountain, and she dropped us off there. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage of this, but it was basically just, I think it was like a yellow or orange Jeep we got into. We got in the back, it was real small. She was a native of the island. She lived about an hour away on the other side of the island. But yeah, we made it to like the first part of the mountain where the first kind of trails and where people stopped and parked and looked out. But there was still a lot more that we wanted to see up the rest of the mountain. So if you look at this map right here, this was me, that's my Bitmoji right there, in Puerto Rico on the mountain range. You see that road we were on was like the only road up, and that's where we were stranded basically. But where I am there was the tower we were at. There was a parking lot and a bus station. But up the mountain, about 1 kilometer or 1 mile or something like that, was a long trail that went through the rainforest, and there was a natural waterfall, like some springs, and that's where we wanted to go. So I think we ended up walking like a kilometer or something. I'm not sure exactly in miles because the signs on the side of the road were in kilometers. My camera battery just died, so I gotta redo like what I was talking about. Anyways, this footage is walking down the hill, but this is what the road looked like. Look how bendy it is. This is what we had to walk up, and it seems fine. The road conditions seem fine, but there's a little bit more construction a little bit further down the road. And you can see by the car coming up that, well, we basically had to dodge some cars. Eventually we got up to this parking lot area. We could see the mountains in the back, where we eventually went to the trail, and that's where the waterfall was. So just look at how beautiful this waterfall is. Natural springs right here. All these people were in the water. It was just amazing when we were up there. I mean, just look at this beauty right here. So after having a great time at the waterfall and hiking throughout the tropical rainforest, we had to figure out how to get down. It was about mid-afternoon by this point, and if we went up any further, I don't exactly know what was up past this road, up higher point in the road, so we decided, alright, let's get out of here. We gotta figure out how we're gonna do that. My mom talked to some police officers or park rangers or something, and I don't think they were able to give us a ride down, so we had to walk down. And again, here's this footage of the road. This is when we started walking down, and I recorded this quick clip. All of this aside, the actual scenery was beautiful. I highly recommend going here. Just look how beautiful this rainforest is. So we got back down to this tower right here that we first started at in the parking lot. and we could have walked down the rest of the way, but it probably would have been maybe even an hour walk. This is where we hitchhiked up and someone brought us in their car, so we had to figure out how to get a car down. And my mom asked the lady who was actually closing up the tower, the historical tower, and she was not allowed to actually bring us down, but she basically, not illegally, but secretly took us down to the welcome center at the bottom, where the bottom of the private road basically, and she wasn't allowed to do so. But yeah, she was nice enough, and my mom convinced her to take us down to the bottom of the road eventually. So that we made it to the bottom, then we just called an Uber, and we were done with the whole thing. It was an amazing experience though. My mom was terrified, but I thought it was pretty amazing, pretty cool experience. I didn't have a huge amount of footage of this adventure. I just have footage like of the rainforest and the waterfall. Not a huge amount of filming, not even my face of getting stuck up the private road. But yeah, it was definitely a crazy adventure. But the rest of the trip in San Juan we spent at the beach and went to the old town. It was just an amazing experience in San Juan, Puerto Rico. It's really kind of a beach resort we were at, but we did other stuff than just on the beach. We went to like the old city like I just mentioned, and then the rainforest, and we even went ziplining. I will link the video below where I went ziplining called The Adventures of Puerto Rico. It was not about the rainforest situation, however, it was about ziplining and going to the beach and different stuff. I'll link that below. Check that out, cool video. But this is the first time I've actually mentioned the rainforest experience of that trip last summer. I hope you liked this special edition storytime episode for this weekend's vlog. I didn't really know what else to vlog, but I probably may be doing this on weekends now, just some kind of story time every once in a while if I don't have anything better to film. Next weekend though, next weekend's vlog will be a pretty exciting one. You'll see, but it won't be a story time. I'll be going somewhere, but that will be next weekend. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in Wednesday's vlog.